Google's crushing dominance over the trillion-dollar tech market has led to the company being synonymous with search. Google's status as king over search has given way to the company all but destroying its competition. Google currently holds a crushing 65% share of internet browsers worldwide. Even top competitors like Opera run its open source engine Chromium, which is predominantly developed by Google. At first glance, it might look like Google is untouchable, and they have been, until now. Google has made a string of mistakes that, put together, might threaten its very existence. Together, let's take a deeper dive into what Google is really hiding behind their multi-trillion-dollar closet. Even before Google began to lose its way, it had been declining for many years. Recently, users have been finding it harder to get relevant results for specific searches. I'm sure you can even relate to this yourself. Imagine drafting up a research project for an English class. Just a few years ago, the top results on Google would have resulted in real, credible sites. Today, these same results are filled with trash. Why is this happening now? To answer this question, we have to take a quick trip to Germany. Meet German researcher Janik Behrendorff from Leipzig University. Janik, who was fed up with the horrible Google results that he got, decided to perform an official study. After examining over 7,000 product review searches on Google, Janik's team found a shocking result. His team showed that spam sites are, quote, hyper-relevant and almost always show up at the top of Google's rankings. These sites abuse something called search engine optimization, which is when websites pretend to be more credible than they actually are, so Google ranks them higher on search. However, these specific websites have found loopholes in Google's ranking algorithm, and they have found ways to force their websites to the top. They do this by choosing to spam specific words in their websites, and they create a bunch of fake backlinks to their website. And this way, they can guarantee being at the top of Google's search. However, this is not all Google's fault. The web has changed from a big collection of small sites to being dominated by huge platforms like Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook. This has led to lots of information on the web being low quality and plagued by search engine optimization, making it harder to find genuine and valuable information on Google. To make things worse, AI and even TikTok have made Google obsolete. AI startups like Perplexity and Arc have gained billions of dollars in investor funding. These startups, alongside platforms like TikTok and Reddit, are starting to replace Google search. Even Googling on TikTok has become the latest trend. Need a recipe or makeup tutorial? Just search it on TikTok. And why wouldn't you? TikTok and AI search have become a better way to get information faster than Google ever could. And what does Google have to show for it? Despite being worth trillions of dollars and investing billions into AI research, what Google has put out has been honestly embarrassing. The launch of Google's AI chatbot, Bard, was seen as rushed and not well received at all, causing a huge dip in their stock price. However, Google took a few months to improve their model and recently rolled it out into their search engine. And how's that been going? Not so great either.
Is it okay to drink on antibiotics? Yes! It's generally recommended to drink on antibiotics. Yippee!
You might be asking yourself, how could Google's AI be giving such horrible responses? The truth is, Google's AI is actually not AI at all. Their AI just copies articles and spits back the results to you. Even Google themselves admit they screwed up, which is not something you see every day. Google's fading relevancy and AI fail is not the end of their problems. With competition like Apple and Nvidia on their tail, Google is struggling to keep its lead as a top tech giant. To counter this, Google has started finding ways to scrape as much extra revenue they can. However, in this initiative, Google has made their final nail in the coffin for many Google users, getting rid of ad blocking. This decision has seen many users extremely outraged, myself included. Watching YouTubers scrolling on Google without ads is now a thing of the past, unless you want to pay $14 a month for YouTube Red, which no one will do. Despite the errors Google has made and the uncertain future that it has, Google is still the top search engine by far. Their huge engineering team and the fact that it is the default search engine on most smartphones means that Google is still the top dog when it comes to search. However, due to the reasons we covered in this video, the future of Google is looking bleak. Companies like Perplexity and OpenAI have a significantly better AI model than Google currently has, and it's looking like Google search may become obsolete by the end of the decade. We've only seen the warning signs so far, and only time will tell if Google and their army of software developers can crawl themselves out of the hole that they've dug.